Good morning, our Prep 3 students. Let's know Mendel's second law. Mendel's second law states that when two pure different individuals bearing a pair or more contrasting traits are crossed, the trait of each pair is inherited independently of the others and appears in the second generation at a ratio of 3 dominant traits to 1 recessive trait. As we know from Mendel's first law that each pair of traits is inherited in the first generation such that all individuals carry the dominant trait. Then the second generation carry traits at ratio of 3 dominant traits to 1 recessive trait. The second law states that if we study the inheritance of more than one pair of traits, each pair is inherited as we know from the first law, if it is one pair only inherited in the second generation by the ratio 3 to 1. For example, studying the inheritance of two contrasting traits as flower color and stem height. As we mentioned before, that the red color and the tall stem are the dominant traits, while the white colors of flowers and the short stem are recessive traits. On mating between two individuals of pea plant, one has tall stem and red flowers, that is to say dominant traits, and the other has short stem and white flowers, that is to say recessive traits. Each trait is represented by 2 letters, as we mentioned before. So here we have 2 traits, so we have 4 letters, each trait represented by 2 letters. Gametes are formed or factors are separated as follow: T capital or capital, T capital or capital, and the second individual form gametes T small or small, T small or small. Then on fertilization between these gametes, the factors aggregate again to produce the members of first generation, which are, if this gamete fertilizes to this gamete, produce T capital, T small or capital or small, T capital, T small or capital or small. This gamete with this gamete produce also T capital, T small or capital or small. This gamete with this gamete produce T capital, T small or capital or small, and also these gametes produce T capital, T small or capital or small. So all individuals of the first generation have tall stem and red flower. That's to say 100% plants are of tall stem and red flowers. On mating between 2 individuals of the first generation, the 2 have tall stem and red flowers represented by T capital, T small or capital or small, male and female. Gametes are formed as follow: from the male individual, gametes are T capital, T capital or capital, or T capital or small, T small or capital, or T small or small. and from the female individuals the same gametes are formed. On fertilization between this gamete and this gamete, TR with TR capital produce T capital or capital. Between these two gametes produce T capital or capital R small, and here T capital T small or capital T capital T small or capital R small. On fertilization between T capital or capital and T capital R small produce T capital or capital R small, T capital or small, T capital T small, or capital or small, T capital T small or small. Here between two gametes produce T capital T small or capital, T capital T small or capital or small. Between two T small or capital, T small or capital or small. Here T capital T small or capital or small, T capital T small or small, T capital T small, T small or capital or small, T small or small. So the ratio of the traits of the second generation is 9:3:3:1. 9 tall stem and red flower, 3 tall stem and white flowers, 3 short stem and red flowers, 1 short stem and white flower. If we study or define the ratio for each trait, such as the stem height, we find that the ratio between the tall stem and the short stem is 12:4. Then simplified to 3:1 as Mendel stated in his law. And the color of the flower, we find that the ratio between the red flowers and the white flowers are 12:4, then simplified into 3:1. So, as we mentioned before in the law, that each trait is inherited independently and appear in the second generation by the ratio 3:1. Thank you.